Okay, so converting a normal base 10 number, 19,136, to base 12. So this will be interesting. So what do? Step one, you write the place values to the highest place less than our number, right? So let's do that. So we start over here with the ones place, and then the 12s place, and then the 144s. What am I doing? I'm multiplying by 12, right? You always multiply by the place value. This will be the, use your calculator, 17/28 place, and then one more. The next place is going to be the whopping 20,736's place. So we don't need any of those, do we? So we start at the highest place value that's still less than our number, so that'd be the 17/28's place. So start at the highest place, and you divide the number divided by that place. So what's it going to be? Our number, 19,136, divided by the place, 17/28, right? I'm doing the highest place that I can work with. So what am I getting? 19,136 divided by 17/28. I'm getting 11.07 blah blah blah. So you throw away the decimal, keep the whole number, put the 11 right there. You good there? And now you know what to do, right? So step 3, we take the whole number times the place. So that is going to be, what's the whole number? 11 times the place, 17/28. 11 times 17/28. I'm getting 19,008. 19,008, and we subtract that. Subtract from the number that is left. Or we don't have a number left yet. Just subtract from the number. So subtract from the number. So I'm going to take my number, my original number, 19,136, subtract 19,008. You see this okay? 19,008. What do we got there? I'm getting 128 left. 128 left to go. All right, let's go to the next spot. Is that all good so far? Is this making sense? So far, we're trying to represent the whole 19,136. We're starting with 11 17/28. That leaves us 128 left to go to represent the entire number. It's like we're making change or something. So step 4. Take the number that is left and divide by the next place. So what number is left? Well, 128 divided by the next place. What's the next place? The 144's place, right? So the next place, 144. When you do that, you get 0. We're going to get a 0 again. 0.88, blah, 8's forever. So remember what we do. Do what we always do, which is what? Throw away the decimal. Keep the whole number. That's our next answer. So 0, right? You with me? 0 is the next answer. All right, keep going. And we probably should have seen that coming. We only have 128 left. We don't need any 144s, right? If you only have 128 left to represent. You don't need any 144s, but you need some 12s and some 1s. All right, let's do the next spot, number 5. So what do? You take the whole number times the place, and then you subtract from the number that is left. Take the whole number times the place, subtract from the number left. So 0 times 144 is just 0, isn't it? Right? It's kind of silly, right? 0 times 144. And then subtract. Well, that's going to be a little silly too. The number left is still 128, right? Subtract from the number left, 120 minus 0. Well, that's still 128 left. Nothing really changed much. Keep on going. Number 6. So really, if you get it, you can just skip all that. You're like, hey, it's 0. Just keep the 128 and move to the next spot. Right, totally. But if you're not totally comfortable, you can go through the formalities and you'll get it the same. You'll end up at the same spot. All right, next step. Take the number left and divide by the next place. So we need the next place now. So what's the next place? Let me look up here. What is the next place? It's the 12s place. There's the next place. It's the 12s. So I'm going to take my number left, which is still 128, divide by 12, and I'm getting 10.6666. So throw away the decimals as usual. Keep the whole number. And that's our next answer, 10. Right? 10. All right, one more step. Take the whole number times the place. So what's the whole number? It is 10 times the place. The place is the 12s, right? Yeah, 10 in the 12s place. Multiply those together, 10 12s. And so that's 120. And then you subtract from the number left, right? What number is left? 128. Subtract 120, 8 left to go. That's our final answer, isn't it? 8. And there it is. We've solved the problem. We've changed the 19,136 normal base 10 number to a base 12 number, which is 11,010,8. That is the base 12 answer. Now, I want to, again, if you've been doing your other homework, that's great, but dial in. Here's a sticky point again. So I want you to hear this. This is a point that gets a lot of people. When you type answers into the system in base 12, you have to put commas between the various spots. You're going to go comma, comma, comma. You got to put commas between them. Let me write that for you down here. Let me add a page where I can write that clearly for you. So when entering base 12 answers must separate the places with commas. You must separate the places with commas. Why? Well, let me show you. So first off, let's write the correct answer, 11,010,8. So let me go back here. So the real answer is 11,010,8. That's how you need to enter the answer, 11,010,8. Now, why? Why do we need to do this weird thing? Why do we suddenly need to use commas? Well, here I'll write why. Why? Imagine if you did it. If you just did 1, 1, 0. I'm going to run out of room here. Okay, let's try again. So if you didn't do it, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 8, right? That's the same number, 1, right? Yeah, it is, yeah. All right, anyway, that with no commas. If you did it with no commas, do you see the problem? How would people know what you mean? In other words, maybe this is the ones place for sure. Is this the 12s and the 144s and the 1728s and whatever comes next? Is that right? No, no, no. You mean the 8 is in the ones. That part's right. But you mean the whole 10. These guys together are supposed to be in the 12s place, not the 0 in the 12s place and the 1 in the 144. Well, how are they going to know? You got to use commas. Do you see why you have to use commas? Because in base 12, you can have a 10 or an 11, as we see in this problem. You can have a 10 or an 11 in just one place, can't you? You can have 10 or 11 in just one single place. And so you have to use commas. Otherwise, how would anybody know whether the 1 and the 0 from the 10 are in two separate places, like the 12's place and the 144's place, or if the whole 10 is together in the 12's place, which is actually the truth of our answer. And this whole 11 is the, whatever it is, the 1728's place, not the 1 and the 1 in separate places, right? So that's why you have to use commas in base 12, because you can have two digits in a single place. And so you have to use commas to make it clear where your separation, where you're separating place from place.